the minute I knew what type of environment that was going to be was when they got suspended in Florida.
Yeah.
And for being a minute early.
Wait,
right?
so what? Wait, what happened?
Let's walk with me.
Okay.
Walk with me. Say it's a meeting at 2 p.m.
Okay.
You get there at 1:57. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The meeting starts at 1:55. Right? Now you get suspended. We about to go play Puerto Rico. Right? In Jacksonville.
Right.
We coming to me and he like, you ain't playing. You ain't playing.
Wow.
And you ain't playing.
Wow.
But mind you, we just had we just got together for like a week and a half.
Right.
But mind you, we like, shit, we get to play against Puerto Rico.
And we home in the U.S.
And he's home in Florida.
I'm in Florida. So family in town. You know what I'm saying?
And you ain't know about the suspension until
it was
before
him.
tip.
It was you, AI,
and Braun.
Really?
You talk about the three biggest names at this point in time. You talk about AI, who was damn near the face of the world.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
He's the face of the world in basketball, champ.
Right.
You got this young rookie of the year, you know what I'm saying, stat, and then you got Braun, who's the next.
Was about to be rookie of the year. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, he wasn't about to be rookie of the year.
He was already.
He already was. Yeah.
You understand? He was about to be rookie of the year.
Understood.
But I'm just saying, like, now you have this. Now you have this ready to go, and then you made a statement. And I respect the statement that you made, and you stood on it, right? And as you get older, you start, okay, I understand. If you on time, then you late. I get all of that.
I get that. Yeah.
But don't start the meeting early. But that's what happened.
Because we getting taped. We actually in the training room getting taped and getting ready for practice. And so we get our bags and we rush over to the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And we are early. We're there like a few minutes early. So we're thinking we're good.
Right.
He's like, you ain't playing. Like, what? What do you mean we're not playing?
But you wasn't inside. But you wasn't inside. Y'all wasn't inside the room. We was inside the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like, who's not here?
Mm.
And then we come
Allen,
walking in.
Amar'e, and Braun. Now, mind you, the relationship between Allen and Larry at this point in time
Already shaky.
is shaky.
Yeah.
And Larry don't want to deal with that shit with Allen no more. He just dealt with it for 6 years.
And I'm sure AI don't want to deal with Larry.
And he like, I'm sick of this nigga too. Like, I'm sick. But now you got a young guy in Amar'e coming up who's energetic, who's, you know what I mean? He's rowdy. He's like, oh, no. We got to make a statement. And that's when I knew shit was actually real. But we played after that. You know what I mean? We went on the road, went to Turkey, went off.
So you think...
we was the young guns.
So you think he just took...
It was a statement. It was a statement.
It really was pointing at Allen, though.
Yeah.
Playing the right way.
Because it's like, I'm not doing this no more.
Casualty of war.
I'm hanging out with AI and Braun. I'm like, we getting taped up. We having a conversation, and we had nowhere to practice before the time was required. So I figured we're not late. We on time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm 21, and so I'm like, on time is good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And you with a vet, you with somebody, I can see where you're coming from, where you're like, all right, I'm good. We all coming at the same time.
I'm hearing he was a casualty of war.
Huh?
Y'all, you and Braun just was with the wrong person.
No, it was, yes, like. It was that, but it was more layered than that. And as I didn't realize it then, but as I got time to reflect on that time, you realize, okay, it wasn't a casualty of war.
Yeah.
It was setting the tone.
Okay.
AI, you the guy.
Right.
And I
you leading Amar'e, who's a young guy, rookie of the year, who's trying to. You also leading LeBron James.
You can't, yeah.
Right? So I have to set the tone and let LeBron know that's not allowed.
Right.
It wasn't about him. He probably had a little shit in there, but I got to set the tone on AI that I'm not going to allow you to influence LeBron that way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It was multi-layered.
Yeah.
Which is why he said, Allen, I'm not dealing with that anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know, that's how it's kicked off.
Right.
I mean,
then we get to Turkey, and then we get over here, we busting their ass. Like,
yeah.
put us in the game. We down 16. We coming back.
Right.
Young guns. The crowd is yelling young guns in the crowd.
Right.
And we get to Olympics, and it's like the rest is history.
It's wild. Do you think
they brought him on the team because Garnett backed out?
I remember that. It
was between him and Garnett.
Mm-hmm.
Garnett's spot was solidified because they played on the team in Puerto Rico.
Right.
And they all backed out. Because again, it was war around the world at that time. So everybody was like, nah, I ain't fucking with it. I ain't going no. I'm like, shit, we out. Hell yeah, I'm going. Put me in there with the bombs and shit. I don't know. Shit. Right. We walked outside.
Yeah.
We got in trouble on the boat.
Yeah.
For leaving the boat. Larry Brown said, you can't leave the boat. Nobody leave the boat.
Damn, Larry Brown ran a tight ass ship over there.
Literally a tight ship.
Ran a tight
Really on the ship.
Say, yo, Stat, yo, we out. He like, word? Yo, we out. Where we going? Downtown Athens.
Right.
We was in Athens, Greece, just outside.
Kicking it.
Fuck it.
But fast forward 4 years later, you decide, they about to run it back, but you're going to prioritize your health, get ready for the regular season. The Redeem team happens and, all is right in the American basketball landscape. Is there any part of you that sort of like regrets not, being part of that team, that face of that new class of face of basketball in America?
Yeah, I still have thoughts about that because I knew I was on the team.
Yeah.
Right. And I chose not to play because my injuries, I wanted to make sure I stayed healthy and play a full 82 games the following season.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like if I go into training camp and then play all summer, that it could be an issue the next season.
Yep.
So I do have regrets of not playing because representing the U.S. and playing for the Olympics and being around the guys is always something I loved about the Olympics, and not to have that was kind of complicated to deal with sometimes because you have a gold medal. That's the chance of a gold medal, right? But other than that, I want to make sure and prioritize my health.